it's your house, it's our house, it's the Frat House. You got Mike, you got Sidekick. Yep. Are you ready for this one? We're going into month three of this production. Incredible. And just last night, are you ready for this? Just last night, all 8 of the previous productions went over 1,000 hits. That's cumulatively for all 8 of them. So, got to keep it up, got to keep checking us out. Go to the Facebook page and friend us. All right? Going to start off with the World Series. It was just a week ago. Just a week ago, we were sitting here. We're looking at Game 6, and I'm sitting, hey, we're going to Game 6. I don't know, dude, where's it going to go? Game 6 was a classic. Absolutely classic game. Incredible. I was sitting there till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then they go on, and your guys do it in Game 7.
Yes, Incredible. We did. As I called it.
Congrats.
I said 7 games.
Congrats.
It was a game for the ages.
Yeah. So I got to give congratulations to the St. Louis Cardinals. That is, what a great story they were, coming back from 10.5 down, in late August, and coming back and winning that thing. That is just fabulous.
Yep. And I think we've converted Mike now to a Cardinals fan.
Okay, well, thanks, everybody. All right, we're going to take that and we're just going to put that over there. All right. Okay. Hey, the Union tonight.
Yes.
Philadelphia Union. They got their second playoff game.
Yes.
Works on an aggregate. They got to win by 2 goals tonight.
Yep.
That's in Houston. We got some great footage that Sidekick brought for us, and that's going to close out our segment tonight. Where do you see it going? We're a little bit like this, huh?
Well,
you going to win it?
Coach, we're going to win this. Coach tried to throw a curveball on Sunday.
Yep.
Didn't quite work out for him. I think he realized, just play some straight soccer. We're going to get this done. And I think the Union moves on.
All right. Tune into it. It's 8:30. 8:30. They're down in Houston. We're going to take a look real quick at the Chase. We had a race this past weekend in Martinsville. We got a race coming up. That's race 8 at Texas Motor Speedway. We got 12 guys in the lineup, but I'm going to tell you right now, the only top 4 are the only ones that matter. Because in my opinion, I don't see anybody coming back from 27 points down. Yep. And that's where Keselowski is. You got Edwards in first. Tony Stewart's 8 points behind. He's got a shot, obviously. Harvick, then you drop all the way down to minus 21. And Keselowski's 27. Anybody below that, I really don't see them being able to make up the ground. I just don't see it happening.
Nope, I think the age of Johnson's over.
Oh.
Somebody's finally going to break Jimmy Johnson's
Who do you think it might be?
stranglehold.
Who do you think it might be?
I'm going for Tony Stewart.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he's been hot in the chase. 3 wins already. So...
I don't know if I want to make I'm not taking a bet on that one until after this coming Sunday. I think then maybe next week I might step in on it. All right, we're gonna go over and take a look at the NFL. We got 5 games. 5 games this week. We got the Jets 4-3 at the Buffalo Bills, who are 5-2, and that's our 1 o'clock game on Sunday. The Jets numbers are from 2 weeks ago because they were on the bye last week. Mark Sanchez. Mediocre. 54% 2 weeks ago against the Chargers. 3 TDs, 1 interception. QB rating of 87.5. That was the game, if everybody's forgetting, that was the game that they just, hey, let's get Plaxico some face time. Because he went in there and got 3 touchdowns on 25 yards. Please? Really? Buffalo, on the other hand, last week absolutely destroyed the Washington Redskins, and I think we brought it up last week that the Redskins are done. 23-0, they beat the Redskins. Ryan Fitzpatrick was 78%, 262 yards passing, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Time of possession, they had a +9 on the time of possession against the Redskins. There it is. Defense was quite good in Buffalo. 9 sacks, 14 quarterback hits, 2 interceptions. Buffalo is a 1.5 point favorite, and I'm sitting here going, really? That's all?
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with that line. The Jets are mediocre.
Yeah.
They're doing all right. They're working their way through the season. They're not that good.
No.
The Bills, I mean, they're having a phenomenal season. I think part of it, as you touched on, is the defense. Mm-hmm. The defense this year is keeping them in the games, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick's doing his thing. So
I am waiting for Buffalo to hit a wall, and I think they will before this season is over, but I'm going to take Buffalo.
I'm going with Buffalo, too.
There you go. Going over to Cincinnati, 5-2 at Tennessee Titans, 4-3. That's the 4 o'clock game on Sunday, and I've got it written down. It's in my notes. It says, this is the Fraud Bowl. Everybody's high on Andy Dalton. All right, and that's all fine and good. He was 62% last week against the Seattle Seahawks. It is Seahawks. 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. He had a quarterback rating of 72.2. Bengals defense, 4 sacks, 12 quarterback hits, 2 TDs. One of them was the special teams, however.
Yep.
So they had a defensive touchdown and then one on special teams. Really, when it comes right down to it, in my opinion, that's what pulled Cincinnati through. Matt Hasselbeck, 70% completion rate against the Indianapolis Colts. It is the Colts. Quarterback rating of 98.5. They were 2 for 2 in the red zone. They did have a defensive touchdown as well. Tennessee's favored by 3. In the Frat Bowl, I'm taking Tennessee.
This is really tough. You know, the Titans, Chris Johnson, he's done. Stick a fork in him. He got his big dollar contract. He's not playing anymore. He's just going to sit back and collect his money. Everybody now is going to talk about Javon Ringer.
Yep.
That's, you know,
Yep,
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see in a week or two, he's named the starter.
Yep.
Right now they're doing running back by committee. This is really tough to pick who, you know, which team, but I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one.
Going with the Bengals? I'm going with the Titans. We're going over to game 3. We got the Giants. Giants, 5-2 at the New England Patriots, who are also 5-2. 4:15 game on Sunday. Patriots are favored by 8.5, despite the fact, in my opinion, we haven't seen Tom Brady for about 3 or 4 weeks. Tom Brady last week was destroyed, along with his entire team, by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Losing that game 25-17, they lost. Brady was 69% completion rate, 198 yards. They had 170 yards passing, 43 yards on the ground. Pittsburgh controlled the ball for 19 minutes more than the New England Patriots. Giants. It's coming down to Eli Manning, and it's a passing offense. They're one-dimensional. I brought it up before. And now they're even going to be more one-dimensional because, according to tonight, Ahmad Bradshaw, out possibly with a broken foot, could lose the rest of the season. Thank God Victor Cruz was there last week. I put him on my team. I put him on my fantasy team, and he got me 7 receptions, 99 yards, and a TD. But when you take a look at it, 402 total yards of offense, 344 of those were in the air. This is a one-dimensional team. Manning's going to have to step it up, continuing to lose running backs. New England's 8.5 favorite. I think the line's a little high, but it's New England. I think I got to go with it.
Well, 2 things stick out from this, this game last week with the Patriots and the Steelers. One, we sat here last week. I said Tom Brady owns the Steelers. Well,
I'm glad you're bringing that up. I wasn't going to bring it up myself.
The Steelers owned the Patriots last week.
I goofed.
It's getting to be a thing for me.
No!
But the Giants aren't looking that good either.
I think they're one-dimensional.
So, unfortunately, someone here wrote down the Giants were getting. I was going to pick the Giants for this game. That's not going to happen. Going with the Patriots.
Going with the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots as well. Although, again, I think the 8.5 point spread might be a little high, but they've surprised me in weeks past where I said that before, and they absolutely destroyed the line. So, go with the Patriots. There you are. Game 4, we got the Baltimore Ravens, 5-2 at the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 6-2. Pittsburgh's favored by 3. This is the 8:20 game on Sunday night. Joe Flacco. I am so unimpressed with this guy this year. 61% completion rate. He had no TDs last week against Arizona. They won by 3, beating Arizona by 3. 1 interception, 2 fumbles. One of them was lost. The Baltimore Ravens were Ray Rice last week. That's where they made it up. They had 3 TDs from Ray Rice. On the other side, we talked a little bit already about Pittsburgh. I don't know if we need to rehash it again. We just talked about him with the New England game. Ben Roethlisberger, 72%, had a QB rating of 97.5, 365 yards in the air, 2 TDs. And again, we had that 19 minutes, a time of possession over New England. Pittsburgh's favored by 3. I frankly think this is a no-brainer.
Well, this is going to be my bomb diggity bomb pick of the week.
Uh-oh.
And part of my reasoning behind that is this is a great rivalry, though. I mean, yeah, the Ravens, Joe Flacco, they're not, they're mediocre.
Yep.
But this is going to be some great football this weekend, hopefully. I thought the first week of the season it was going to live up to that bill, and it didn't. But I got a feeling this weekend we're going to see some good hits. Just as you said, I'm going to go with the Steelers on this one.
Mark it down, folks. John Gruden and Jaws, they're all going to be saying, hey, this is a great game, good hitting going on that one. All right, no, it's not. Okay. All right. All right, we're going over to the Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the Monday night game. Monday night game, that's 8:30. We got the Bears. Cutler's 53%. The Eagles last week absolutely dismantled the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I sat and watched the game, and I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't realize how bad a shellacking they put on them until you look at the numbers the next day. Mike Vick was 75%. He had a quarterback rating of 129.9, 495 total yards of offense for the Eagles, 256 passing, 239 yards rushing. Again, we got that nice mix going on. People are talking about, well, Sean McCoy, like as if he is the next coming of Barry Sanders. I find that a little bit, I don't know. But he had 185 rushing yards on 30 carries and 2 TDs. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the Eagles are favored by 8, which I think is a little high. They're going to win this game, but they got to do one thing and one thing only, and that is shut down my guy, and that's Matt Forte.
Yep.
Matt Forte last week, as I pointed out, 145 yards rushing on 25 carries. That's what they're going to have to do. If they can do that, they win the game. Where do you see it?
Sure, I agree with you. They've got to shut down Matt Forte on this. The Eagles have historically been susceptible to the run, and they've been, they've gotten gashed a lot. So as long as the Bears don't have anything else. I mean,
they don't.
I mean, maybe,
they don't. When you take a look at it.
Maybe Hester can work him in, but if you shut down Matt Forte, the Bears are done. Yeah,
the only way Devin Hester's getting in there is if they, if the Eagles make the mistake of kicking one to him. Personally, that's the only way I see that happening. But I think 8 points is a little high. I don't think that the Eagles win it by that much. When you go back historically and take a look at Bears games, rather, they don't normally win by that big a spread. So I don't know if 8 points is going to be the difference. But I would say, big thing, Eagles defense has got to show up. They got to shut down Matt Forte like they did Murray last week against when they played against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
All right, now there you have it. There you have it. That's our wrap up for our third month, first show in the third month. That's our wrap up for it. We're going to be right back here next week. In the meantime, hopefully we both feel better.
Yes.
And we're going to be right back at you next week. All right. See you then.